is tremendously suffering. And this work is the real medicine that will make this body whole and well and active to carry the ministry and to carry the message of the good news for the whole world when we work to bring this peace and justice to the place where Christianity was born. Thank you.
Thank you. Nominally, we're supposed to finish at noon time, but that was an arbitrary time, and of course, I know you're all busy. So, if you need to leave, please feel free. However, we promise that we will have times for questions, discussions, or anything, because that is the whole purpose of this. So, maybe Lucy and Carter, you can come up here, give you a seat, so just to summarize, as you know, this was written sort of, the Presbyterian Church comes up with a biannual report of this sort, and this will be discussed extensively at the General Assembly in July in Minneapolis. And it has been very controversial for whatever reason. Just to give you a little background, this document was actually leaked outside prior to even being submission to the church types. And the Wiesenthal Center got hold of a copy and actually blasted the report as well as the committee members. This is how I actually got involved, because Lucy called me and said, Dennis, what am I supposed to do? And since both Heidi and I are retired and we are human rights activists full time, I tried to help her in terms of packaging things to present what is in the document. It's a difficult document to read. It's very good, but it's sort of overwhelming. So anyway, the purpose of this meeting is to present what's in it and ask questions. And any clarification, I spend full time doing this. So if you want to know what is in General Assembly Resolution 194, or Security Council Resolution 242, or what is in the Geneva Convention 4, I can answer those. But I am not a Palestinian, so therefore I cannot, although I am from the one spirit.
We give them the citizenship.
So anyway, anybody, the floor is open.
Yeah, David Barr, I'm the pastor of a small Presbyterian church in our Presbytery. Connor, I wonder, just having heard the presentation today, what your thoughts are about this report that's going to come to the General Assembly. Do you view this as something that's helpful? Was there something that wasn't in it that you wanted to see, or are there pieces of it that you think are less helpful? And just a reaction, having heard the summary of the contents today.
Well, I just have to say that I am grateful to the Presbyterian Church, the Lutheran Church, and other churches who finally decided to get involved in Palestine and Israel and address this issue, because it has been ignored for a long time, and it has been the focus of the Christian Zionists in this country for a long time, supporting Israel at any cost, without recognizing the Christian and the Palestinian existence and the Christian and Palestinian suffering in Palestine. So I believe this is a wonderful beginning. It is not the end. And what is there, I think it is phenomenal. It took a lot of courage, a lot of wisdom, a lot of research to reach this report. And I'm just grateful that finally we have a platform where we can stand to discuss this issue openly and honestly and seek solutions for both Palestine and Israel.
Yes, it's just a comment. I cannot thank you enough for allowing us to be in this. And in preparation, it looked very as if the Palisades was not really cooperating, but because of the issues involved and because of the political atmosphere. As Dr. Lowe said, we had to take a little bit of sidestep, but we did everything we could to invite people because I knew, knowing you, I knew that that would be a tremendous opportunity. Now, this did not, don't look at the response because it's the wrong time of the month, the wrong time of the day, because in the evening we have a special meeting that is having all the pastors involved. And so I apologize for that, but I can tell you this. Because of what this message is all about, we as individuals, also as persons, are committed to taking this, and you can see from the presence here that people from the leadership, and we will take this on and do anything we can to make this message heard. My prayer and worry is that as it reverberates to come to a General Assembly gathering, that is the least where real decisions on real issues are taken. I think, I met also with other people from the Group of 9, and I know that it has been always a very hard time, and especially now, that it is leaked out that the attacks are going on political issues, rather than looking at what you presented as a Christian message of peace and reconciliation. So we will continue to pray. I thank you, and with all my heart, all of you.
I have a question. First, I want to commend, Sophie Corporan and the moderator of the Palisades, and I will be one of the commissioners to the General Assembly. And first, I want to commend you for such a work done, very well put, a nice cover. And my question is, what are your expectations, or what would you feel like? Because you know that all this is not going to be presented, the night before. But what are your hopes, part of the report? What would you really wishes that it will be discussed at GA?
I think we will take the recommendations. The rest is just for your information, the histories, the letters, and so on. The main focus is going to be the recommendations. And I know that the Jewish lobby is going to be very present and very active because they don't want to see. Actually, with our Group of 9, when we were doing the recommendations, we watered them down so we would have a unanimous vote. We watered them down so that the whole committee would agree, and there was one person who was making us water it down, and then he voted down the whole thing. But he was the only one who did that, and it almost felt like we were betrayed. Because it would have been, the recommendations would have been even stronger and would have gotten more reaction from the Jewish folks. Because the first day that this came out, before we got the report, was the Simon Wiesenthal, and they sent it to all their people with this title, Urgent, U.S. Presbyterian Church wages war against the state of Israel. Because of this report, 2,700 letters were sent to our presbytery in Louisville with this title, You Have Waged War Against the State of Israel. And it's only because we're saying, the only thing we're saying is hold armaments, hold money till they behave and don't act as oppressors. People call it apartheid state. They don't want to hear it. But a South African woman we met in a Kairos meeting in Bethlehem, she said she called her father and told him, Dad, it is worse than what we went through. And at the end of the meeting, the minister who was running it, what's his name? The man from Bethlehem? Mitri Rahel got up and he told her, he said, Heidi, you have been the one I admire most. She is Jewish.